From a professional point of view, one of the frustrations I have with AI assistants is it doesn't remember my entire work history every single time I interact with it. One of the ways around this is to create a knowledge base for AI assistants, but it takes a lot of effort to create that initial knowledge base. You have to collate information from different sources, and one of the biggest frustrations is it doesn't update dynamically and by itself. You have to manually update it every single time there's a new update to information. And trying to do this through APIs just becomes a very costly endeavor and can't hold on to that long-term information. So you end up back at square one. That's why in today's video, we're looking at Tanka, which is the first AI-powered messenger with built-in long-term memory. And now, from a professional standpoint, you and your team have access to an AI that is fully contextually aware of you and your business. Let's go exploring into all the different features that Tanka has to offer. Okay, so we're in Tanka, the world's first messenger with AI long-term memory for team collaboration, project management, so forth. What you want to do, join the beta, sign up, log in, and then you'll be hit with this page. This is a one chat interface for all other platforms. What does that mean? It allows you to integrate and connect all your other platforms within your business. So Slack messages, WhatsApp, unread your emails, and all other platforms that you can connect into this one interface that the AI then has context to all this information and you can manage it from one dashboard. And the first thing I want to look at is exploring the smart replies and long-term memory. So if we come to Slack, I've got some dummy data in here between myself and a person on my team, Phil, where we've spoken about a few things. And the question here from Phil is, any risks we should flag for leadership based on this data? So instead of sitting there and reading through the context of the information or the background of the messages and trying to just get to grips again, because we spoke about this last week, what I can do is I can hit this little button, which asks the AI to draft a reply for me. So I click that, it scans all the messages in the chat, thinks of a reply, and then gives me a full-on reply. And you can see here, based on the current Q1 sales data, while we've seen positive trends in revenue and conversion rates, there are a few areas that might pose risks. And then it goes forth to explain that. And it's taking all of that information from the context that we have in the chat. And it doesn't just work with Slack, it also works with emails, which is one of my favorite features. You can see over here, it's linked to my Gmail account in the unread emails tab. And there's an email that I just sent basically from my one account to my other just to showcase this pretty recently. And it's a request for a meeting to discuss a new feature addition where you would get the email, and this is coming from my one email address to my current email address, like you would when you receive an email from someone. And again, you can go and hit draft a reply. It scans the email and the history of that email, if it's email chain or that individual and your previous discussions with that individual. And here you can see, thank you for reaching out regarding the new feature addition. Really excited. Let's definitely set up some time. Looking forward to our conversation. Then you can basically edit this how you want before you send that back, and it will send an email back, which I will show you now. And there we are. This is the response we get from Tanka, and you can actually see sent from Tanka, the messenger with memory for team collaboration. So that's another big feature, which is that unified chat across applications that Tanka provides. It's this one platform for all. We've covered Slack, we've looked at emails. You can integrate WhatsApp, Telegram. And if you come to the memory module here, you can see we've got like a memory recap with insights and follow-ups. But if we scroll down, these are all the integrations that you can create. So we've got Gmail, WhatsApp, Slack integrated, indicated by these green little links. But you can link Outlook, Google Calendar, Notion, Telegram, and have that all in one hub that fully syncs across, and that when you speak to the AI, it has context not just of one application, of all these applications all together, which I think makes it extremely powerful. Another focus here is on voice and video, and that's what Tanka does provide. So it's fully integrated with voice and video. If we had to go, for example, and create a new chat, in this case with myself, and we go ahead and hit the audio button, we can then just speak our mind. Hey, how are you doing? Do you have time for lunch today? I know it's a busy day, but I think, I would really love to catch up with you. So we've got that there. And so you can send voice, you can set up video by hitting the call button over here, and you can call, and that is both voice and actual video conferencing, and that is all within the Tanka application. You don't have to go and use an external application in order to do that. It's all right there and you're sorted. You're pretty much sorted and ready to go. And last but not least, it actually takes action for you. So for example, if you go to your assistant, because each of your team members will have their own assistant, you can then use it as an assistant. So you can say, give me a recap all my emails. And there you go. Brief recap of all your recent emails. This is a personal email, so there's a bunch coming in there from different things, but you can basically get a nice little recap, and then you can go ahead and, follow up with those and take action using Tanka. So I think it's important to highlight like a real world use case where this is going to actually apply and where you can use Tanka. So imagine Tanka could handle, for example, like your sales and customer support, right? So with Tanka, you would not just get that isolated response, but it will tap into that unified memory, that unified chat that it's got across all your different platforms. And, so whether you're working in Slack or WhatsApp or Gmail or Outlook or whatever the case is, you'll never miss a single piece of content. And that's what I think is the real powerful driver here behind Tanka. It's like a global memory brain. I think that's one of the things we've been struggling with AIs lately is a ChatGPT or any of these other AIs. It doesn't hold memory for too long, or it forgets items. And what you want is something that's going to be fully contextualized within your business. And, you don't want to sit there and go through endless searches, and which leads to things like misaligned communication and so forth. So something like Tanka allows you to really just implement this straight into your business, big or small. If you have team members and you've got to collaborate and you're over multiple platforms, something like Tanka is a no-brainer in my opinion. So yeah, if you want to go check it out and get some more information, head to tanka.ai, tanka.ai. There'll be a link in the description below. Let me know what you guys are going to be using it for. What are your biggest issues do you think Tanka is going to be able to solve for you? I think it's such a universal platform that there's going to be so many different use cases that come out of this. So let me know, like, subscribe, follow me for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.